Hello and welcome to the legendary world of Minecraft Legends. This is the Legends of Minecraft podcast. I'm Hound4004 and I'm joined by...
This is Kaboom 2084.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So what are you thinking of this Minecraft Legends so far? How has it been in your world?
Well, I've really enjoyed it. I was really excited when I heard Minecraft was coming out with an action, uh, live action PvP game. When I saw the gameplay, I watched some of Koreans' gameplay when they allowed the creators in, and I was really getting excited about it. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Right now, currently on my channel, I'm working on doing playthrough videos, just trying to increase my in-game IQ about how different things work, uh, different rushes. I found myself, and I'm sure a lot of people do this, building a lot of redstone launchers right at the very beginning. And I've actually banned myself from building redstone launchers unless it's just myself and my the other guys and gals on my team. If they're not, active, and it's kind of like, oh, by myself, I may go to a redstone launcher rush, but I really have
Sure.
tried to stay from that and just to push myself and trying to come up with different strategies
Yeah.
on how to win the game.
Well,
So
that's actually very interesting. I mean, I've been really bad at making videos here because I've spent the 3 hours worth of recording. Like I estimate probably a bit more, but 1 hour per base. And my next video, I was just gonna say, you know what? I'm going to wipe out the horde of the spore. I want them gone, or not the horde of the spore. I don't remember what one of the others, the horde of the hunt, I think. And in the video that I have right now, I actually went ahead and made a redstone launcher. And I used it. I think I set it too far back, but I just can't figure that bad boy out. And I tried to use it again here, which you'll probably see in my next video. I don't know. I've used it, but I don't know if I'm hitting anything. Like what I'm trying to hit is so far away. Like I don't know if I'm able to hit the target. So I have not had that great of experience. It's almost worse than getting lost in a hike, which I totally didn't do. Sorry,
it's funny, yeah.
I should probably tell the viewers I
Um,
totally wasn't lost in a hike before then. That's all you need to know. Goodbye.
yes, that, yeah. So I've you know I've really so I have a couple videos going over in the games I've played where I've tried to I'll do a redstone. If this is in the PvP versus match,
Sure.
I've actually after one of your guys' videos, or no, I'm sorry, one of your podcasts on your YouTube on this channel, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go back and complete the campaign because I hadn't done that.
Sure.
So, uh, so yeah, I've been playing a lot of the PvP versus, and I've I found trying to do these different strategies. So, because I think when what I found in Minecraft Legends is I've had some really incredibly awesome games, and those are usually when me and an ally are going against a couple other people on the other team who are also very active, and we'll
Sure.
have these back and forths. And those are some of the funnest games I've played. And I really, uh, on my channel, hope to be able to learn from being beat by different strategies, and also
Yeah.
by trying out different strategies. And so I think as the game grows and as people get more familiar with the game mechanics, I'm really looking forward to those kind of interactions in the game.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think it'll take it to that next level.
And I really love how you say getting beat by other strategies. It's like, maybe not necessarily like, winning with your strategy, but seeing what else is out there, what is working, and kind of going with that. Like, I just love that whole concept there.
Yeah, one of my favorite games was StarCraft. and just the game mechanic. I was never good enough to be in the higher leagues, but you know, that game was just so, the balances and the way that you could interact with the other opponents, and you would get these build times, and you would say, oh, they're doing this certain build, and these are the times where these things need to hit.
Mm.
And I think as Minecraft Legends is played more, I think people are going to be seeing. You'll start to see builds like that where you're hitting certain resources and the number of resources, and
Yeah.
I think that when that happens, you'll have, it's almost like a whole new game when you're playing against other people. I was I got I was 30 seconds behind the first of stone,
Ah.
and so they showed up at my base, and they had about eight first of stone, or six first of stone, and I was just starting to spawn my guys in, and just that 30 seconds. So I went back and replayed and watched the game, and was like, well, where at in this game did I lose those 30 seconds that I could have been
Right. Sure. Yeah.
ahead in that build, so that when we met each other, we'd be able to have a good back and forth. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm really excited about those kind of things in Minecraft Legends.
No, that's really cool. Yeah, and like the kind of differences between how it works in PvP compared to the campaign there, and
Hmm.
whole nother level.
Yeah, it's been really good, and that's kind of what my channel does, is just looking at that. If people are interested in leaving comments, I read every comment, uh, and I read the any kind of responses from other people, and I'm always looking for new strategies. I had a guy come in, and he did an early creeper rush, which
Mm.
was yeah, it was kind of crazy. So I'm like, how did we just die? This is crazy. Uh, the game just started, but he did a pretty quick build to coal, and then I
Sure.
think he did one flame of life, and then the next thing I know, there was 20 creepers, and he was such
Kapow.
a good player. Yeah, he sent a couple ahead, made a hole in the wall, and then game over. So
Wow, that's awesome. That's like not for you, but like
yeah. No, it was a good video, so I liked it. I was like, well, this is good. So, but yeah, that's kind of the stuff that's going on, and then one of the links you sent me was about the frogs being
yes,
in the
yes,
game.
yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I really, I
S-
guess my hope, and I don't know what your thoughts on this are. I guess kind of my hope is that the animals, the mounts, will have
mhm.
some kind of attribute to them that would feed into the strategy of the game. So with the frogs, I was thinking through that, like what I'm hoping that mount will, it won't just be a skin, but
Yes.
it'll actually have some ability that you could use in your strategy
Yeah.
in the game. Oh,
So, for the viewers here, this is, of course, all the links will be in the description, but this is from the guy we had last time who really goes down and looks into the code and makes mods and stuff. And there is a new mount, really cool. And it's something that he said this wasn't in the vanilla files when he started, but is now. And there was an update, which we'll kind of discuss later because some more things were found in the code, but there was an update recently, so maybe frogs are in the worst, or not in the worst, in the works.
right.
I hope frogs work well. Yeah, I hope they're good. What do you think the frog would do though? I wonder. Like what would, like, I know you said you hope it's not just a skin, and I hope not either. Like I hope
Yeah,
it's something we can find in a world. Like I know there's maybe a miniature swamp and maybe that's where we could get it, but what do you think it would do?
yeah. So I mean, like currently, you can either be faster, or you can get the beetle
Mhm.
and be able to climb, and then with the bird, I'm kind of mixed on that, because I feel like um, the beetle and the bird itself kind of
Yeah.
have that drifting down ability. So I would love to see them pull that from the beetle and just give it to the bird. And so you would have three unique things like, oh, the beetle goes up and the bird goes down and the
Yeah, yeah,
dragon,
yeah.
uh, chases you. And so the frog, I would think would need to be something where you're able to hop up onto an area that you wouldn't be able to get to with either of those creatures. And what I would love to see is some kind of early harassment
Mm.
where you could like jump over with a team of frogs.
Yeah,
Now I
that
know,
would be.
and then yeah, so like they wouldn't be so powerful that you like win the game, but they're strong enough where they're like a marauder, and you're jumping in, and you're able to like take out one of their improvements or something like that, and then that would add a level of strategy to the
Yeah, that
game.
would for sure. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Just opening more options that you have to be aware of, and that your opponent has to be aware of, and then in
Mm-hmm.
the game itself, um, I think that would just make it just even a funner game. So I'm really excited about some of this new stuff that they're talking about
Yeah.
adding into it.
Well, for me, I don't know, but the frog, like I think back to the vanilla roots. I mean, we just got the frog in regular Minecraft. Maybe that was it last year already, and there's different types, and I know Minecraft Legends, nothing has to be tied to Minecraft. But since we have a frog, I mean, obviously it'd have to be a bit bigger. If it's gonna be a mount, you're gonna want to ride that sucker. So,
Oh, right.
but I don't know. As a game mechanic, if you look in vanilla Minecraft, the frogs are like pretty powerful. They can eat an entire magma cube. Like that takes talent. Think about it. That's like worse than spicy chicken wings. So, like, but in all seriousness, if they
Yeah,
could eat some of the tinier piglins or something, or like, do
yeah.
something with their tongue and like kind of affect the enemy, I think that could be an interesting twist too, kind of keeping it true to how it works in vanilla too.
There you go. Yeah. That would be really interesting. Like if you ate different piglins, and then there was some some kind of different response that happened, whether it generated a different type of resource or more of a resource. But yeah, that would be really neat.
I
Yeah.
know the llama like isn't a proper mount. Like it's just a mob you can find in the world. But the Lost Last Legends showed how overpowered the llama can be. But
I, I, I feel like they put the llama skin over the first of the oak. Like those
yeah.
things hit hard.
But it's like, if they're going to put frogs in the game, I would love to see a Lost Legends. Very similar to the llama, but like instead of spit you get to use your tongue.
Yeah, yeah. And somehow you're building up your frog army after each piglin that you eat, are generating a small army of tadpoles following behind you.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, so that'll be really interesting when that gets into the game. Is that now? I know Minecraft likes to play code games. Do you think there will be a frog introduced, or do you think this might be something with that they're kind of leaking out to get people interested in Minecraft Legends?
So like if you look, it is a trustworthy source. Like I trust him. Like I
Oh
don't
yeah, yeah.
I don't feel like they would put this out just to like, kind of tease. Like,
Okay.
I like to code and stuff. It's something I do. And sometimes, I might test a feature, but before I, fully release the thing I'm working on, I might not delete everything from the test feature I'm working on. And this is very true. You look at Minecraft snapshots, they might even go as far as to add features and test them out, but in the full update, it doesn't come out, right? So,
Right.
this could be just something they're testing. I don't think it's a tease or like a cruel punishment or something. But,
Yeah.
so like, there's definitely some potential and some hope, but there is nothing truly written in stone yet, which is kind of too bad because I would love it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that would be really cool. Have just even like we were saying, be having a unit that could go over walls, maybe with other units or something would be, I think,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, just kind of like with that bit of the other mobs, riding up walls. But another point I was gonna make is, frogs, they do be hopping along. So maybe like, it couldn't just ride up the log, but or a wall, but if you were to, really just launch it, like it could jump high. It couldn't just climb up a wall. Like if there was
Right.
something above it, that it would stop it. But if it could like, really jump over something a bit taller,
Yeah.
like not be
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
overpowered, but really help.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a really interesting game mechanic. Um, so you also had sent me a link to
Yes.
the fourth tab.
Yeah, so another leak coming from the code here. Of course, with the last update, we actually now have a proper marketplace with myths, which I'll also, for later in the show, I definitely want to hear opinions about that.
Okay.
I think it could be interesting. But from Smokey Stack, he said apparently there will be 4 tabs for the marketplace screen. So currently, there's the skins and textures, the Lost Legends and Myths, but there will be a new tab called Story DLC.
Yeah, so that was part of what also made me want to finish the campaign, so I could be able to
Mm-hmm.
start that when it comes out. Um, and so I'd be interested in that story development because in some of your earlier podcasts that I was listening to, I was trying to catch up on a lot of the podcasts you guys did, and they were really good. And you had a lot of lore in there that I did not know about.
Me
And
too.
so
First thing I'm running the thing was like, what? You're kidding.
yeah,
Very fun,
yeah,
very fun.
yeah, and they were great. I'd recommend anyone to go back and listen to those. Um, and that lore of how, this is a legend, so this is a past. So I wonder if it's going to develop into how the piglins are finally defeated, and
Yeah.
then how animosity is now sown between the player and the other mobs in the game. So I'm curious to see where the storyline goes overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's called a DLC, which makes me really nervous.
Okay.
You think about I always feel bad. It's like this is a Legends podcast, and I keep bouncing it to everything. But Minecraft Dungeons, is infamous for its DLC. If it didn't have its DLC, half of the game would be gone. But the problem is money, money, yay, money, money, and already like people were complaining. When the game was like 2 days old. Oh, that's all. It's like what you can get out of your basement and see the sunlight. You didn't have to run the game all at once, but um, it makes me worried because of how many people were complaining on how short it is, and now it's buy more extra content through the marketplace. I'm just really crossing my fingers. Please be free, or at least some of them be free. Don't make us pay for every little inch.
Yeah, that's interesting because with the myths, um, those are the portal and wall, the breakout, and those have been free and
Mm-hmm.
with rewards, and I really really liked that. It's like, hey, here's some extra content. We're making the game fresh. We're taking the mechanics, we're applying them in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really found that one of my favorite is the portal, and I would love to see them make that available to go to higher rounds, like almost like Call of
Yes.
Duty,
Yes.
almost like Call of Duty Zombies, where you have people putting videos out like, "Hey, I got to round 98, and this was my
Mm-hmm.
strategy," or "I got to round 200, or the highest round ever," and stuff like that. I think that could really generate a lot of activity around the game, and I love that concept of that tower defense game.
Yeah. Well, and to that point, yeah, I gotta be, and I know like I've said this before, but I am addicted to that tower defense one. I love it, but I hate how it ends. And even
Yes.
if they're not going to have any more waves, I mean, don't kick us out of the world. Like, let us walk around, see what we did. Or even if it's too hard to make it constantly harder and harder, I don't care. Like, just let us play Wave 20 over and over. Like, why does it have to stop? I.
Yeah, and I think yeah, I agree 100%. It'd be nice to just I, and I don't think it would be too hard to like every wave increases a certain type of enemy 10 or the amount by 10%, and to a point where it was like really difficult to
Mm-hmm.
uh, pass. And I because one of the things I'm also coming on, and I didn't mean I made a rabbit trail here, so I apologize.
Oh, go for it.
Um,
It's fine. It's fine.
I started a speed run
Ooh.
challenge uh, on my channel called "Destroy the AI Base,"
Oh, yeah, I
and
started to see that. I need to see the rest of it, but sorry, go for it.
yeah, so and part of that was the watching some of the Twitch streamers right now doing only up and those speed runs that they're doing right now, and I was thinking to myself, what aspects from other games do people really enjoy? And so the AI challenge, uh, since or was it only up? I saw a lot of those speed challenges going on, and so my was thinking to myself, it was really cool to see some of the different strategies and attempts for people to try to beat other people's times by uh, seeing how fast they can destroy the AI base. So, if people are interested in that, check that video out to get the
Mm-hmm.
rules, and then send me a link, and I will, if it's faster than mine, I'll showcase it, and then maybe we can get a lot of people attempting to get it under 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I really loved seeing your outreach, trying to outreach to the community, making like this fun little thing and almost like this own little event. Like I really love that. So thank you for doing that.
Oh,
And we need
thank
we
you.
need more
Oh,
people
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, really. And that's one of the things I'm trying to even my to put together in the future. And I know you guys had talked a little bit on one of your past podcasts about a Reddit forum for players. Um, I really would love to see somewhere you could go and find other players that you could
Yeah.
work as a team within the game. That's just going to be a whole different level of strategy and working together.
With that, maybe Reddit's not the place anymore if you haven't heard that news. But this is a great plug because we have some things that we need to plug because plugging is great, yeah. Um, there is a Discord server where it's called the Legendary Discord server, and it was made solely for the purpose of people uh, being able to get together for quicker rounds and really getting into the PvP. Right now it's been a bit of a tumbleweed, so the more the merrier. We need more people, and hey, even if you're not able to find a game, you might be able to find an official link to our podcast there. So hey, there's one of the plugs. The links are in the description. Okay, sorry, go for
Awesome.
it.
I will check that. I will as soon as this is over. I'm gonna go check that link out and get in there. And yeah, that'd be really cool to do that and have that as a resource and maybe get more people in there. Because I feel like uh, if you've played Minecraft Legends for any time, um, constantly, you know that the people on your team they make a big impact on how the game goes overall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a totally different game when you got people working together.
Or not working together, depending on whoever is playing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, that's so true.
As long as we don't start the community to challenge of who can annoy our teammates the most. That.
Mm, I have a video on that. I actually
Ooh.
have a video. Yeah, I think I got trolled by somebody. There was a couple times where I looked over and I came back to the base and my ally had built 3 war drones right next to
Hmm.
each other in the middle of the field.
Oh
I was
no.
like,
Oh no.
yeah. And I was like, okay, I think they just came in and just thought they'd be funny. But I mean, there is another video where I think my ally is taking the wall down to like let the other team in, and then
Sure,
I'm
sure.
building the wall. It's almost like a comedy sketch. I mean, like I'm building something, he's taking it down, and we're going back and forth. So uh, that was pretty funny
Oh,
looking back at it.
that's awesome. I mean, that's not awesome, but like I can totally see it, and it's like grab the popcorn.
Yeah, yeah. Which I really enjoy. It just added, it made for a good video, I think, and it also added some, a little of a different flavor to that game. So
Sure.
not, not if if we were playing and it was, a tournament thing, that might be a different story. But
Yeah.
it was, but it wasn't. So it was good. It was good.
You know, you gotta find a troll sometimes. It wouldn't be a proper public game if you couldn't. you know.
Yeah, yeah. So, and this kind of brings me into a question I was going to ask you
Yeah.
about. So, do you think? Are you pretty active in the PvP versus, or
You
do you
know,
stay mainly in the campaign?
and I've said this like so many times. Like I think it's just gonna turn into a trope throughout these podcasts. But I always say, "Gee, I should really get on that. I should really get through and do a PvP." But I've been really bad about doing well because my philosophy is like before I explore some of the other stuff, like I want to get through the campaign. And right now, I've just kind of been headlocked getting through one video before I even continuing the campaign just to keep the story straight. Because right now, I'm doing a voiceover video of, whatever I was talking about earlier, just knocking out the horde of the, one of the hordes. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
um, shame on me, but I have not gotten around to the PvP scene yet. I say this every time, and I will make it eventually. I want to do a PvP.
Okay. Well, I will look for you in the Discord server, and
Yeah,
we'll try to do a match together
I
sometime.
would love to. Yeah, get a whole little army together. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Well,
So.
coming from like, I'm sorry, this is getting so off topic. Hey, but why not? I would.
Bring it back in if you. Yeah, sorry about that.
I would love to. I came from doing Minecraft SMPs, and then I just, did a server for a while, just a mini game as a filler till I got to Legends. But you know what? What if I did like a Legends SMP? I mean, I suppose you could do that throughout the campaign, but just like get a group of content creators together, and
Yeah.
I feel like it could kind of be fun, like Last Life, but it's not Hermitcraft members; it's legendary people like us.
Yeah, yeah, that would, you could have up to 4 people, and yeah, that would be. I think that could be some good content.
So yeah, maybe that. You know what? I'm gonna investigate doing that. Honestly.
Okay, awesome. Um, yeah, I look forward to seeing that.
Well, look forward to seeing it because you might be in it. I don't know.
Okay, there you go. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Well, so and then I'm trying to think of the third link you sent me. I'm
Oh yeah, yeah,
spacing it.
yeah. Okay, so Age of Empires, as because this is
Yes.
things we should talk about on a Legends of Minecraft podcast as a complete different game. But here's the catch: the official post says Minecraft Legends meets Age of Empires 2. The link's in the description if you want to read it. But it says unlock a slew of Minecraft Legends inspired mods and new profile icons from now until July 11th.
Yeah. So the Age of Empires, that'll be a really neat event. I think trying to get some of those players to come over and try Minecraft Legends for the first time will be
Mm-hmm.
maybe a boost in activity.
I do, however, find it kind of interesting. It says in unlock a slew of inspired mods. So like it won't be like, I mean, I guess it makes sense, a mod, but is it official or I mean, it's pretty official if it's coming from the official account, but it's like
Yeah.
there seems to be something sketchy there. There again, I don't play anything besides Minecraft. I'm kind of a blockhead over here. But so I don't know much about how Age of Empires works or anything, but that sounds like what you were saying. A crossover, get more people interested. The more, the merrier.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and if you like that game, I think you're gonna naturally find Minecraft Legends enjoyable overall as a game
Mm-hmm.
itself. So I think, yeah. So I was really excited about that. Now, the thing that I think would be really cool is if they had some kind of skin that you could win
Yeah.
over on the Age of the Empires that you could then bring into Minecraft Legends. Because I'm kind of a sucker for the skins,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Well,
uh,
and Minecraft Legends could definitely use some more. So if that was a way that we
yeah.
could get something unique, go for it. I love that.
Yeah, and then you had brought up the myths earlier, and you were asking about those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and um, so I played two of the three, and I really
Yeah. What
the
do you think
price
of
on them.
those?
Yeah, so the first one, the biggest one, the most it's like it's almost like $10 US. Um, I feel like it was I in my review of it, I said it felt incomplete. Overall, it was a fun journey, but there were certain aspects that you get these animals that follow you, and only one of them really does damage. And so, if all of them had were a part of your army, kind of like in the actual game itself, that would make more sense to me. But they just kind of follow you, and then the very last level, the graphics, the first two levels look amazing. They've got ups and downs and texture, and then you get to the third one, and it's almost like something I built my first year playing Minecraft. It's like, oh, wait a second. There's no texture. There's no
Hmm.
like. So it was a little. And then the main boss.
Unfinished.
Yeah, yeah. I think maybe they would take another month, made added a little more to it, especially for $10. Uh, so, but I did. I like that there was a skin. The golden goat skin is kind of what I'm calling it. I probably am getting that wrong,
Yeah,
but
close enough.
uh, yeah. So it was it was overall I enjoyed it. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. So
Actually, that's
maybe
pretty high. Yeah.
is it okay? Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it was enjoyable, but I think they probably would have drop one of those a month or something, and then the price of them, if you kind of already invested in the game,
Mm-hmm.
um, like you were saying earlier, it's like, can I get a discount? So,
Please.
uh, yeah, yeah. So I mean, those three games were a total of $20, I think. So almost
Yeah.
half of what the original game cost. So, it's you're gonna want some content in those. The platform roller where you're on a uh, it it's like you're jumping and you got to
Mm-hmm.
stay ahead of the fog that wants to kill you. I've only gotten to like level 3 on that, and overall it was fun, but those aren't really the kind of games I'm into. So
Right.
I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up again. But if you're into that, if you're into that type of game, you probably really enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, I think kind of like what we had talked about from a bit last time. It's like it's a step in the right direction. I love the content, but knock down the price. I mean, and kind of connecting it to what you were saying. We didn't buy Minecraft Legends for these knockoffs. The knockoffs are optional, or I mean, I don't know what you call them. Maybe not
Hmm.
knockoffs, but the are they called myths? The myths,
Yeah,
they're
add-ons.
optional, but
Yeah,
let us explore the whole optional world. Like, let one be free. If it's not even gonna be fully finished and it's not even gonna feel like the rest of the game, why why have it be so much right off the bat too? I feel like something definitely could have been done differently there.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, I feel like there have been some improvements in the AI of the game. But I would say overall, you've as Minecraft Legends, they're saying that they're going to drop uh, a um, a Lost every month, and I would I would try to make those really good, and
Mm-hmm.
then work on some of the AI mechanics within the game itself. And I think if you do those two things, especially a balanced map, I feel like they could do that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Have it generate in a mirror fashion, and I think some of those simple things like that would really help the game overall. And I think it would really make it more of a strategy game where people
Mm-hmm.
are because they want to be challenged. That's you want if you make a mistake and build the wrong thing, you want it to cost you. And if you build the right things at the right times, you want to be rewarded for that. I
Mm-hmm.
feel
For
like in the
sure,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should I go ahead and outro it?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Thank you so much for having me
Yeah.
on and
I
doing this. And you want to do something like this in the future,
I
maybe,
yeah.
yeah, let me know.
Well, real quick, do you want to say what's going on in your community or upcoming videos and such?
Yeah, so right now I'm working on the format. Right now I'm putting out uh, gameplay videos over some of the PvP, so that we're going over strategies and the process of how to do different attacks. Recently, I've been working on the first and trying to find out the strengths and the weaknesses of the first against other players, and then I'm also going to do try warrior builds with skeletons, and I'd really like to get down into the numbers of how many of each type of mob makes a good solid unit.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the videos that I'll have coming out here in the future, and
Awesome.
right now, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm working on, and just the format for the videos, because most of the video games are about half an hour long. So I do it at times two speed, so that the video
Yeah.
is 15 minutes, and I'm able to share that strategy, and then do it in a timely in a way that respects the amount of time
Oh, for
that
sure.
people have to watch those videos. So
Well, for me, like I think I've plugged it quite enough. The three bastions, each one took an hour. I mean, I'm not gonna post a 3 hour video on my channel, so like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm trying to edit 3 hours down into 15 minutes. So like there's a lot of 500 times speed. I think is what I have on some of them. Like no joke.
Oh
Um,
wow,
but those are
wow.
just little clips because I don't want you to be seasick the whole time either. So like
Right.
really just
Yeah.
trying to edit down, but it feels so rushed. It's like, yeah, I did spend quite a bit of time destroying these guys and now here it is in 2 seconds the entire horde. It doesn't feel like it's giving it justice, which is, you know, maybe I'll plug this podcast and do a long episode talking about it sometime, but so,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I think as we work on it, I think hopefully we can both figure out what works and what people
Mhm.
enjoy. Because that's kind of where I'm at right now myself. Is it's so different than Minecraft, where you can
Very,
you
very.
know have yeah. So I think yeah, awesome.
That is our show. We are found right here on YouTube and on Spotify. Um, every link will be in the description. So your links, my links, everyone's links are in the description below. We are on Linktree. So yeah, everything is on our Linktree. Our Linktree is also in the description. It's very convenient. And for now, that is all. I hope you enjoyed the legendary world of Minecraft Legends.